narcissist realize they lost a real one. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Narcissist Exposed channel. Today, we will discuss an interesting topic. Can a narcissist realize that they are missing the real person? If you feel this discussion is very useful, please click subscribe, like and share it on your social media accounts. Okay, let's start the discussion. In the intricate tapestry of human relationships, the dynamics involving narcissistic individuals often emerge as particularly complex and challenging. Narcissists, characterized by their pervasive patterns of grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy, can create turbulent relationships marked by manipulation, emotional abuse, and a profound sense of self-centeredness. Amidst this chaos, a pertinent question arises. Can a narcissist realize they lost a real one, a genuinely caring, supportive, and valuable partner? Understanding this requires delving into the nature of narcissism, the capacity for self-awareness among narcissists, and the potential for personal growth and change. Narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is a psychological condition recognized by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5. Individuals with NPD exhibit an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. These traits often lead to dysfunctional relationships where the narcissist exploits their partner's goodwill, ultimately driving them away. But what happens when the partner decides to leave? Can the narcissist genuinely understand and regret their loss? To explore this, it is essential to first understand the concept of narcissistic supply. Narcissists thrive on external validation and attention, which they term as narcissistic supply. This supply can come from various sources: adoration, fear, admiration, or even criticism. For a narcissist, a partner often serves as a primary source of this supply. When the relationship ends, the immediate reaction of the narcissist is typically one of anger, confusion, and desperation as their supply is abruptly cut off. In the initial stages of a breakup, a narcissist might not realize the true value of their lost partner. Their focus is often on the inconvenience and the blow to their ego rather than on the qualities of the person they have lost. They may attempt to hoover their partner back into the relationship, using manipulation, charm, or even threats. This behavior is driven by their need to restore their narcissistic supply, rather than genuine remorse or understanding of their partner's worth. However, as time passes, some narcissists might begin to experience a sense of loss that transcends the immediate need for narcissistic supply. This realization can occur when they fail to find a new source of supply that matches the quality of what they had with their former partner. They might start to reflect on the stability, care, and emotional support their partner provided. Despite their deep-seated lack of empathy, some narcissists can experience moments of clarity where they recognize that they lost someone significant. The capacity for self-awareness among narcissists is a contentious topic. Traditional views suggest that true narcissists are incapable of genuine introspection and change. However, recent studies indicate that there is a spectrum of narcissistic traits, and not all individuals with narcissistic tendencies are entirely devoid of self-awareness. Those on the milder end of the spectrum may possess a greater capacity for reflection and growth. Therapeutic interventions can play a critical role in helping narcissists gain insight into their behaviors and their impact on others. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for instance, aims to alter dysfunctional thought patterns and behaviors. Through therapy, some narcissists may begin to understand the emotional pain they inflicted on their partners and the valuable qualities they overlooked. This process is neither quick nor easy, as it requires the narcissist to confront their deep-seated insecurities and maladaptive coping mechanisms. Moreover, the concept of narcissistic injury can also contribute to a narcissist's realization of loss. Narcissistic injury refers to the intense emotional pain and humiliation a narcissist feels when their fragile self-esteem is threatened. Losing a partner who provided substantial narcissistic supply can trigger a narcissistic injury, forcing the narcissist to confront their vulnerability. In these moments of emotional distress, some narcissists might come to terms with the reality that they lost a truly valuable person. The possibility of a narcissist realizing they lost a real one also depends on the degree of narcissism. Individuals with full-blown NPD are less likely to attain genuine self-awareness and empathy compared to those with narcissistic traits, but not a full diagnosis. The latter group might have more potential for growth and change, given the right circumstances and motivation. On the other hand, it is crucial to recognize that not all narcissists will experience this realization. For many, the deeply ingrained patterns of manipulation, entitlement, and lack of empathy overshadow any potential for genuine regret or change. They might continue to blame their former partners for the breakup, never acknowledging their role in the relationship's demise. In such cases, the narcissist's ability to realize the loss of a real one remains minimal. In conclusion, the question of whether a narcissist can realize they lost a real one is multifaceted. While the inherent traits of narcissism often impede genuine self-awareness and empathy, there is a spectrum of narcissistic behaviors, and some individuals may possess the capacity for reflection and change. Therapeutic interventions can facilitate this process, helping narcissists understand their loss and the value of their former partners. However, for many narcissists, deeply ingrained patterns of behavior and thinking may prevent this realization. Ultimately, the answer varies from one individual to another, influenced by the degree of narcissism, the presence of self-awareness, and the willingness to seek and engage in therapeutic help. In the end, understanding the complexities of narcissistic behavior and its impact on relationships is crucial for those who find themselves entangled with narcissistic individuals. For those who have left such relationships, recognizing the unlikelihood of genuine change in their former partners can provide clarity and closure, empowering them to move forward with their lives. Thanks for watching. Remember, understanding the complexities of narcissism can help us navigate relationships more effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time. Don't forget to check out our other videos on mental health and relationships, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps us create content that matters to you. Stay tuned for more, and until then, take care and stay informed. Navigating life after leaving a relationship with a narcissist can indeed be incredibly challenging. The aftermath often involves grappling with a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, including hurt, confusion, and even self-doubt. It's natural to question the sincerity of the love you felt and the promises that were made, especially when faced with the abrupt departure of someone you deeply cared about. One of the most perplexing aspects of dealing with a narcissist is trying to understand their motivations and whether they are capable of feeling remorse for their actions. While it's tempting to hope that they might eventually come to recognize the pain they've caused and express genuine regret, the reality is often more complicated. Narcissistic individuals typically possess a profound sense of entitlement and a lack of empathy for others, which can make it difficult for them to acknowledge or take responsibility for their hurtful behavior. They may be skilled at manipulating situations to their advantage and shifting blame onto others, further complicating the process of healing and moving on. In many cases, the narcissist's focus remains primarily on their own needs and desires, leaving little room for genuine remorse or introspection. However, it's essential to remember that every individual is complex, and there may be rare instances where a narcissist experiences fleeting moments of regret or self-awareness. Ultimately, the most important aspect of healing from a relationship with a narcissist is prioritizing your own well-being and focusing on self-care. This may involve seeking support from friends, family, or a therapist, setting boundaries to protect yourself from further harm, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. While it's natural to seek closure and validation from the narcissist, it's essential to recognize that true healing comes from within and cannot be dependent on external validation. By cultivating self-love and resilience, you can emerge from the shadows of the past and embrace a brighter, more fulfilling future. Our brains like to take the easy way out after a hard day, don't they? As comforting as it is to say, "I love you," it's much harder to face the fact that their deeds don't quite match up. If the two don't match, you might feel lost and stuck in a cycle of emotions that you can't get off of. It's possible to wonder, do they even miss me? Since you cared about them so much, it makes sense to expect the same from them. Narcissists, on the other hand, care in a strange way, if you can even call it that. There are three main things on their minds when you decide to leave. To begin, they are obsessed with keeping their picture safe. They're more worried about how other people will see them after you leave. I thought, what will people think of me when my partner left me for a while? To keep up the image of being a loyal partner, which I clung to, I worked hard to make up a story that made me look like the victim. Fearing for my reputation, I thought, how will this affect my reputation? They might make things more dramatic before you leave to make you want to leave so they can avoid blame and save face. It's all about keeping up the image of a saint, even if their deeds don't match up. They'll worry about saving themselves after you're gone, not your feelings. Because of this, they may try to get you to fall for them again by any means possible, even if it means ignoring how much they hurt you. The hoovering strategy is one that narcissists like to use. Let's look at how it works. It's used for a few sneaky things. To begin, when they try to get you back, they only care about making themselves look like the good guy. "See, I tried," they'll say. "We fixed things. Don't you think that makes me look good?" This helps them believe their twisted story of events and keeps up the appearance of being a good partner. In order to keep up looks, they also use character assassination, which is a common form of smear campaigns. They'll tell lies to put themselves above you because they want to look better than you. To make themselves look better, they'll make you look like the bad guy by blaming you for everything. In the worst situations, they might even blame someone else to protect their own honor. It doesn't matter what they say. They'll say anything to make themselves look good by dragging your name through the mud. Once a relationship is over, the last thing a narcissist cares about is their image. What they do to get ahead, even if it hurts other people, is driven by their obsession with how other people see them. There's nothing else going on. Knowing this helps you understand how they act after a split. As I already said, a narcissist's main concern when you're not around is how they look to other people. What's next on their list, though? Cash. Third, it's all about having power. A narcissist loves being in charge. Getting lost is their worst fear. They take a big hit when you decide to leave because they're used to being in charge. They are very afraid of losing power over you because being in charge is a big part of who they are. How do I regain control? Is something they ask themselves all the time. They keep going over it in their heads because they can't stand the thought of not being in charge. They try to pull you back in after a breakup because they are afraid. They are trying very hard to get back the power they lost. They try to get you back into the relationship after it's over just to keep their hold on you. This is called hoovering. They'll do anything to keep control, even if it means lying to make it look like you stopped things instead of them. It's all part of their plan to keep power even after the relationship is over. Let's deal with narcissists in a real way. Their world is run by three things: their money, their image, and their need to be in charge. People who are narcissistic will do anything to protect these three people. If you want to get away from a narcissist, it's important to understand these basic things. It can change the game to know how scared they are of losing power, how much they care about how they look, and how desperately they want to keep their money. Of course, these things also play a big role in legal matters like divorce or child custody fights, which is why they act the way they do after you leave. One big truth about narcissists is that they only care about themselves. This is especially true when a relationship is ending. They aren't very good parents because they avoid doing what they need to do or give it to someone else. They might not even take care of their pets. It's clear where their interests lie if they don't care about how you feel or the state of the relationship. When you start to doubt yourself or wonder if you're crazy, remembering this can save you. But didn't they say they cared? You might ask. They said things would be different, right? They didn't do anything with those words. How they treat you and the other people around them every day shows what kind of person they are. Finally, all they care about is keeping their image clean, their money safe, and staying in charge, especially when you're out of their reach. The most important thing to remember is that you're not crazy. Things like the ups and downs of your feelings, the uncertainty, and the chaos are all normal and expected. Lots of other people have been through the same things and come out better. Don't be afraid to ask for help or get in touch with people who understand what you're going through. It can be hard to break up with a narcissist, but knowing what drives them, image, money, and control, can help you understand their actions and move on. You won't get through this alone. Give yourself time and help. To sum up, getting inside the head of a narcissist after a breakup can be like untangling a bunch of wires. It's hard and confusing, but you can face it head-on if you have the right knowledge and people to help you. Click the like button and share your thoughts or stories below if you thought today's chat was helpful. It can really help if you share this chat with people who might need it. Also, if you want more deep conversations like this, make sure you're subscribed and that alerts are turned on. We're excited to keep bringing you good stuff because of your help. Thank you very much. Please click on the link in the description to get a free book and the chance to talk to someone one-on-one. Thanks a lot for being on our team and always looking out for us. Don't forget that you're never on this road by yourself. Welcome back to the Narcissist Exposed channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that often flies under the radar, but holds significant importance in understanding the psyche of narcissists. Ever pondered what goes down when you refuse to dance to the tune of a narcissist who's given you the boot? Join me as we explore the tumultuous storm of rage and wounded pride that brews within a narcissist when they're denied the attention and adulation they crave. Despite discarding you and belittling your value, narcissists still expect you to grovel for their approval. But what unfolds when you choose to break free from their manipulation and opt for silence instead? This conversation promises to peel back the layers, revealing just how heavily narcissists rely on external validation and the seismic emotional shockwave that engulfs them when their expectations are shattered. Trust me, this journey into the heart of selfish behavior is not one to be missed. Before we kick things off, go ahead and smash that like button below and share this discussion with anyone who might benefit from it. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button to catch more content like this in the future. Together, let's unravel the enigma, empowering ourselves along the way. Now, let's dive right in. Narcissists are notorious for discarding people like used tissues, always calling the shots. They meticulously monitor their supply, their term for the individuals they manipulate and exploit. They orchestrate their relationships to ensure they're never the ones left in the dust until they're ready to move on. But when they ultimately decide to cast you aside, they believe it's their prerogative and consider the matter settled. However, that's just the beginning of the story. Picture this. In the twisted realm of a narcissist's mind, there are a couple of key beliefs they cling to like life rafts in a stormy sea. Firstly, they revel in the notion that you're utterly dependent on them, unable to navigate life's waters without their guiding hand. It strokes their ego, elevating them to a pedestal of perceived superiority. Secondly, they crave the spectacle of your desperate pursuit, relishing in the validation it provides, like a monarch basking in adulation from their subjects. They've meticulously crafted a script where you're cast as the pursuer, feeding their insatiable hunger for significance while subtly eroding your own sense of worth. Now, here's where it gets bizarrely intriguing. The mere thought of you defying their script sends shockwaves through their fragile ego. They're oddly reliant on your negative emotions to prop up their own sense of self-worth. Yet, if you refuse to play your assigned role, their facade crumbles, leaving them hollow and vulnerable. They find themselves adrift, stripped of the power they once wielded over you. Unable to reconcile this loss, they lash out, casting you as the villain in their self-constructed narrative, accusing you of intentionally inflicting pain by withholding the validation they so desperately crave. But wait, it gets even stranger. Amidst all their deceit and manipulation, they somehow manage to twist reality, painting themselves as the aggrieved party. Despite their litany of transgressions, lying, cheating, demeaning you, and ultimately discarding you, they play the victim, aggrieved by your failure to endure their mistreatment or sacrifice everything for their cause as you once did. Navigating the labyrinthine depths of a narcissist's psyche can feel like traversing uncharted territory. But armed with the knowledge that they're driven solely by self-interest, we gain a clearer understanding of their actions and motivations. It's a peculiar dance with darkness, but understanding the steps can help us navigate the shadows more adeptly. When you defy the expectations of nasty individuals, be prepared for a storm of indignation to rain down upon you. They'll cast blame like a net, ensnaring you in a web of their own making, conveniently forgetting the havoc they wreaked upon your life. Suddenly, they're the aggrieved party, basking in the glow of victimhood, while you're left to weather the emotional fallout. For them, accountability is an alien concept, a foreign land they dare not venture into. Apologies are a luxury they refuse to afford, and the notion of rectifying their wrongs is but a fleeting thought. Instead, they pass the buck, assigning fault to anyone but themselves, unwilling to acknowledge the wreckage they'd left in their wake. In the eyes of a narcissist, reconciliation is merely a facade, a guise to cloak their simmering rage. Their emotions careen like a runaway train, oscillating between seething anger and calculated manipulation. They may entertain thoughts of reconciliation, but beneath the surface lurks a desire for retribution, a longing to settle the score. Their minds are a whirlwind of chaos, fixating on you one moment, only to seek solace in the arms of another the next. It's a perpetual cycle of turmoil, driven by a relentless pursuit of control. Whether they attempt to hoover you back into their orbit or seek solace in the arms of another, their inner turmoil persists, an ever-present reminder of their own inadequacies. So, Do narcissists fly off the handle? Absolutely. When they don't receive the desired reaction from you, their fury ignites. Your lack of distress is perceived as a personal affront, a direct assault on their inflated sense of entitlement. All of this stems from their delusional belief that their happiness takes precedence, even if it means causing others pain. It's crucial to grasp the intricacies of narcissistic behavior when navigating interactions with them. Their pretense of harmony serves as a guise to maintain dominance and exploit you further. Their cycle of rage, retribution, and denial underscores the depths of their toxicity. They derive perverse satisfaction from inflicting suffering upon others to assuage their own insecurities, a practice steeped in injustice. Armed with this understanding, you can navigate dealings with narcissists more effectively, shielding yourself from the fallout of their malevolent actions. Dealing with narcissists is undoubtedly challenging, but unraveling the motivations behind their behavior can offer a modicum of clarity and self-preservation. Before you depart, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our incredible viewers who make our endeavors possible. If you appreciate our content and wish to support us, consider contributing as little as $1 on our Ko-Fi page. Every donation, no matter how modest, contributes to the enhancement and sustenance of our work's quality. As a token of our immense appreciation, your name will be prominently displayed at the outset of our videos as a special acknowledgement of your membership. Your pivotal role in our community is deeply cherished, and your backing empowers us to continue creating the content you cherish. Embark on this journey with us by clicking the Ko-Fi link provided in the following sentence. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for an abundance of insightful content. Spread the word to those who might benefit from it. Additionally, click the link in the description to access a complimentary book on navigating narcissistic relationships and explore our one-on-one sessions. With your invaluable assistance, we can furnish our viewers with indispensable tools and insights. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, when confronting narcissists, knowledge is your greatest asset.